Hello my dear friends, welcome to AmbeKidsArt and welcome to another wonderful art project. Today is Memorial Day, so in honor of all those that serve our great nation, let's draw our national bird. Your supplies are going to be a pencil, eraser, sharpie, any kind of paper that you have in hand, and some color pencils. The first thing I'm drawing is the beak. We'll draw 3 curved lines, one for the top of the beak, the middle of the beak, and the bottom of the beak. Then let's draw an L-shaped line on the top of the beak to show where the beak separates from the head. Then we draw a dot to give him a nostril. Nice and zoomed in. Okay, well, the head has to be nice and flat, so you don't want the head to be curved. So draw a flat line for the head, and then the body is going to be another curve on both sides. So you go in and then you flare out. So we're going to draw his eyes now. Let's give him an eyebrow ridge. He looks very intent, so let's give him that kind of a brow ridge. So the eye is not circular. The top is a little flat and the bottom is like a U shape. And then let's give him an eyeball. Let's start coloring the eyeball now. Remember to leave a little room for a sparkle, a small circle for a sparkle in his eye. Okay, let's just start tracing the nose. Sorry, the beak. Let's start tracing his beak. You want the tip of his beak to be really sharp, so it's a good time to adjust it if it is not that way. The challenge with this project is going to be with drawing all those fluffy feathers on him. So we have not drawn that yet. We will directly draw that with our Sharpie. But I promise they are really simple, not that complicated. Now is when the feathers start. See how I'm drawing zigzag lines? You just want to draw tiny little V shapes in all directions. So now we start drawing the fluffy feathers on the bottom. See how I'm changing the angle of the curved line? So this is a straight V. Look at this one. It's a little tilted. So you make it more bendy on one direction. All of these are bendy. And if you pay attention, you can also see that I'm varying the lengths of the fluffy feathers. They are not all the same length. By now you should be a pro at drawing these little V shapes. We have drawn so many of them. We just want to indicate that there are a few dark spots on his feather, so that's why I'm drawing those lines, so that it doesn't look like a smooth head, it looks like a feathery head. Okay, so you can think of as like check mark, how you would do a check mark. That's the stroke I'm going for. Okay, now as we slope down, I'm gonna start fluffing it out. See how the V is coming? This time the V is pointing backwards. Now it's pointing down all the way. More shapes that are like V shapes. The biggest mistake I see students doing is when they make all the V the same shape and the same direction. That makes it look very stiff. Look at this guy now. His fluffy feathers look like they are moving. Okay, let's start tracing the eye. So under the eye there is one more layer, so we have to do like a double layer for the eye. So think of like 2 lines for the outline of the eye, and that part is yellow. Let's draw a little more feather, a couple layers. We don't have to like go and join this anywhere. You can leave it like that hanging there, that's okay. A few more. So these are like I said, like just curved lines in one direction. You don't want to overdo it also. So just using a few sparingly is more than enough. Like I could have lived without this line. I just felt the impulse to draw it. So the brown feathers are all going to be like V shapes. They are going to be directly V shapes. I'm going to speed this up after a couple of them. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going to go really fast. Just keep doing those V shapes. Feel free to pause the video so that you can catch up. I forgot to draw the bottom of his beak. There's one more layer, so that's what I'm drawing there. Let's start coloring. So for the beak, I'm going to be using a nice bright yellow and a reddish orange. Okay, so all the shadows are going to be orange. All the highlights where the light shines are going to be yellow. So the tip of the beak is going to be yellow, the back is going to be orange, the bottom is going to be orange. If you want to blend color pencils, you want to take one color and apply it on top of another color. That's how you blend it. So you can see I'm using two shades of yellow. One's like a mango yellow, one's like a lemon yellow. So this guy looks a little bit more brownish, and I really like how that looks. See, because I applied that mango type yellow, now the tip of the nose, the top of the nose looks all shiny because it has a lighter lemon yellow on it. One more coating of that mango yellow. It's called yellow ochre, I think. But to me it looks like mango. So this is a nice bright orange. Like I was saying before, I just want the shadow areas to be in that color. So I want my shadows to be nice and warm and rich. So for the back of the beak, I'm applying that. For the bottom of the beak, the bottom beak, I'm applying the orange. See, I'm blending that edge between the orange and the yellow with more yellow. When I say blending, all I'm doing is applying the yellow on top of orange, where that edge I want to make soft. So both the colors mix, and then I don't see like a specific line or anything like that. So that's what I want. Let's start adding some dark color, like black color, to the corners of his eyes. We would also do the same thing for under his brow. Make that area a little darker. So I have my gray pencil now. I'm just adding some shadow areas. Because he has white feathers, the shadow usually is not going to be black, it will be gray. So I'm just adding some shadow under his eye, like surrounding his eyes. He's looking good. For the eye, we will use yellow, orange, and a little bit of red. I'll use the two shades of yellow I mentioned before, the yellow ochre and the lemon yellow. And then for the top portion, we'll be using a little bit of orange, darkening it with a little bit of red. Let's darken the underside of the brow ridge, just to make it look like there is a deep shadow there. Let's start adding some more shadows in the feather using gray pencil. Anywhere you have done the V shape, you want to extend that line using the gray now. Make sure you're not pressing down too hard on the pencil. Keep those lines nice and soft. Under each layer of the feathers that we added, let's just add some shadows. Let's add a little bit more red to the top of the eye to give it more contrast. Okay, the fun starts now. I really enjoy the brown feather part of this project. So in order to make anything look 3D, you need to have like a shadow, a highlight, and then a mid-tone. The feathers are brown. The darkest part of that will be black. The lightest will be light brown. So we are using a dark brown, light brown, and black. Where two feathers touch each other, you want to put a shadow. So that will be the black. Then you put the dark brown. Then you put the light brown. Make sure that you follow the V pattern for all of this. Oh, I had so much fun trying out those feathers, and I hope you try this project. And if you do, please don't forget to submit your artwork on my Facebook page, AmbeKidsArt. I would be super thrilled to look at your artwork. If you really like this video, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon with another art project. Bye-bye.